good news for Star Wars. I love Ahsoka, and hopefully, other characters that people like in these IPs will get recast for when, unfortunately, the entertainer is no longer with us. So this is from the Hollywood Handle. Rory McCann will play Baylan Skoll in Ahsoka Season 2, replacing Ray Stevenson, who sadly passed away in 2023. I think that's a good choice. I like him in Game of Thrones. I do want to see this character move on. I don't think it's someone that's like so exactly like Ray Stevenson, but I'm happy with this decision, and I'm happy that Ahsoka is getting a season 2 because I love that show. Ahsoka is one of my favorite Star Wars characters ever. I really like what they did in Ahsoka. What? What?
I don't know.
You don't like
Ahsoka's your favorite character ever?
One of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Yes, absolutely.
Really?
I love Ahsoka. I love the Clone Wars animated series. I love to see the transition to live action, and then Rebels. Rebels was great. So I think who here in the chat thinks that this is a good decision, that they are going to continue Baylan Skoll. And I think he'll be very intimidating too. Along with, I forget the apprentice name of Baylan. And what's that?
Shin.
I think him and Shin are going to do great. And you already have a little bit of precedent for that with this actor, with the Stark girl that was with him around with him a little bit. He kind of has his own little apprentice in Game of Thrones. Not exactly, but they had a little storyline where they were consistently together, and they had great banter. And I think it's a strong casting. I'm very happy with this.
I don't know about this. I have a better choice in mind. Let me see if I can find a picture. Larry Korkowitz, $10.
Larry Korkowitz, $10. I heard a theory today that WB is being reactionary as usual and trying to push Battinson into DCU because the Penguin did so well, and Gunn is probably trying to convince them to keep them separate. Larry, I will say part of that theory is really good, that I do think the higher ups are pressuring James Gunn to bring in Battinson to the DCU, but I don't think James Gunn's against it. I think James Gunn really wants to succeed. I think he probably would prefer to create the character from the ground up. But it would just be a mic drop moment to say, to have James Gunn at Comic-Con or some other big event say, come see, here's our new Batman, and then have Robert Pattinson walk out on stage. Can you imagine? That would get a big, if you want a response that's going to compete with Robert Downey Jr. coming out and everyone losing their mind, or like for Star Wars with the Emperor coming out, even though I couldn't stand that in Rise of Skywalker when they announced the Emperor was coming back. That would be, say hello to your DCU Batman, have Robert Pattinson walk on stage. That would be an epic moment. And I think that should be considered for sure. So thank you, Larry. I really appreciate that.
I like Rory McCann as a actor. He was great on Game of Thrones. But I have a better casting in mind for Baylan Skoll, and that will be my co-star on the Qualified.
Oh, I thought
Jedi Johnson.
Nice.
Jedi Johnson could play Baylan Skoll.
What's he got there? Classic European Cookies Collection. I want one of those.
Yeah, I know. I saw that when he posted that. I was like, what is that?
My wife, you need to eat less sugar. Also, my wife, Merry Christmas. Do you like your gift?
Jedi will be the perfect casting for Baylan Skoll.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say me.
No.
Or Dom.
No.
No, Dom.
Oh, crap.
No. Okay. And Wamba, I love you, and I will always compare studios that have universes, especially if they're two comic universes. I will always do it. It would play to the same type of people who went crazy when Robert Downey Jr. was revealed as Doom, so they should not indulge this type of fan casting. Okay.
Hey, man, let me show you something. You know how Marvel and DC did that whole collaborations in the 90s when they would mash up characters like Wolverine and Batman became Darkclaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found this. I haven't seen this in a long time. Lobo the Duck.
No. Really?
Yes, Lobo the Duck.
Trapped in a world he never fragged.
Lobo and Howard the Duck, one character. And don't forget about the Lobo killing Santa.
Wow.
Yay. But if you had a great time at the Power Hour, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching on the replay, and always remember to hit the reminder button on MME and the reminder button on Kingdom of Nerds. And Max, do you have anything else to say?
I just thought of a great clip out. I want to get a video clip of Robert Meyer Burnett, like towards the end of the show. What do you have to say, Robert? And then end credits to the show. After this advertisement. And then what do you have to say about this topic, Robert Meyer Burnett? And be like, and then end the credits. That's the difference you get on the Power Hour. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I would have had that like was a year and a half ago where he did that stream about a certain person, and he was like streaming for 3 hours and he was a little inebriated. He took it down, but it was such a funny stream.